Approximately 2 million people in the UK self-define as having a sight problem or seeing difficulty.
It's so stressful and all that, there was some times that I just couldn't not sleep. I was thinking to myself, did anybody notice that at work, that I'd done that wrong or walked into that? Is someone going to tell the management this? Because I mean, at the end of the day, I had a mortgage and I want to continue to work as much as I possibly could.
There are 378,000 people in the UK who are registered blind or partially sighted.
You don't know something when it creeps up on you, and then all of a sudden it begins to make sense. Why was it so dark that day when I went out and the sun was shining? Why was it so dark in the house that I had to put lights on? Because I don't normally put lights on. I couldn't see into corners like I did. You take it all for granted.
Every day, another 100 people start to lose their sight.
I think I was the only person who used to go into a disco with a girlfriend and come out with someone else's. And they thought I was a bit of a Jack the Lad. I have the eye condition retinitis pigmentosa, which is a deteriorating eyesight. And the first signs of it is night blindness. And as you get older, sometimes the glare in the sunshine also affects it. And there's also the narrowing of the vision, and sometimes can cause to blindness.
Johnny is a volunteer at Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre Society for the Blind, helping other people with similar visual impairments.
This home was actually built in 1962, and it was opened by Princess Alexandra, who at that time was a young princess. The society has been around since 1910 in one form or another, and has developed since then. We have approximately 2,500 clients in the area covering the Fylde coast. We have a resource centre that offers facilities for equipment to aids to daily living that will help our visually impaired people to live in their own homes.
It's easy to lose track of the day and the date, isn't it?
Yes.
This actually, very easy, right. This actually talks to you. We work specifically with people who have reduced vision to enable them to keep independent. This is a talking microwave. Microwave cooking is much safer for anybody with a visual impairment because you're not dealing with a direct heat source. So every instruction you give it, it's going to repeat to you. So if we press that button,
medium high power,
and then it's the time slots are in
1 minute, 10 seconds. Start, medium high power, 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Research shows that only 4% of people registered blind have no vision at all.
What can you see?
I can see light, that's it. I cannot actually see anything.
Okay, when you say you can't see anything, actually having enough vision to determine where the windows are can give some shape to the room. So glasses like that actually may simulate the fact of people with detached retinas or very advanced cataracts.
About a third of people over 65 have cataracts in one or both eyes.
It's completely black in the middle, but I can see round the edges.
And macular degeneration is the commonest cause of sight loss in the over 60s.
Approximately 500,000 people in the UK suffer from age-related macular degeneration. 40% of these are over 75.
With this sight loss, it's your peripheral vision. You're getting about vision that's gone. And this might be people who have glaucoma, advanced glaucoma, or it might be retinitis pigmentosa, which is an hereditary disease.
In the UK, 2 in 100 people over 40 are affected by glaucoma. Johnny currently helps at the Society's free information service, the Talking Newspaper.
Tour different jobs throughout the Talking News, but they ask of me. And fortunately, I've got a good gang round me, so if there's any problems occur, they come and help me along.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre Society for the Blind Tape Service, recording your Tuesday news.
Talking newspaper is very simply a transcription from a daily paper, a local paper or a national paper or a magazine onto an audio tape or a CD.
I think the talking newspaper is an excellent service for people with sight problems. Obviously, a lot of people cannot read newspapers.
Last year we sent out 166,000 audio tapes free of charge, and on those tapes items were included from the local papers, from the daily papers, the radio and TV Times, and a selection of about 15 magazines.
There's Women's Mag, there's Ladies' Choice, there's Information Tape, even the TV Guide. And also we have a free internet service now that's called the Blue Iris.
The issue with audio tapes, the news they get can be 2 to 3 days old. With the Blue Iris, which is our own independent, free internet service on the radio, so you get the same content on the tapes, but you get it the same day.
We've got approximately 200 volunteers who come into the Talking News. They come in the evenings, they'll record in the studio, they'll reproduce the tapes, they'll package them, and they'll bag them up ready for the Royal Mail to collect them. This service wouldn't operate without those 200 volunteers.
This is a free service, so if anybody knows a person who is visually impaired for whatever reason, and they miss out on the news or entertainment because they can't read a paper or a magazine or a book, please get in contact with us. We have a fantastic range of newspapers and books which we can loan them free of charge.
And from us all at the Windmill Players, that is Barbara Bramley.
Goodbye.
Pauline Elvidge.
Goodbye.
Our team leader Betty Horrocks.
Goodbye, take care.
Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre Society for the Blind help over 2,500 people across the Fylde coast with visual impairment, just like Johnny.
I feel all welled up inside when I think about what I was like and what I'm like now.
This may sound a silly statement, but there's no better time now to have a visual impairment.
The earlier that conditions are picked up, the better it is and the more chance there is of something being able to be dealt with quite easily.
It's all about the love and the care that the staff give to the clients. Without that, this society wouldn't be what it is today.
Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre Society for the Blind recommends that everyone should have an eye test at least every 2 years.